Hello everyone, this is Stephen with SG Saber Design. Welcome back. Today on the bench we have an 89 Sabers Obi Wan Ep3 that was sent to me by Andrew to be installed. Okay, let's take a look at the hilt first, because this one's a little bit different than some of the others. There are switches inside. You got your activations right here. Aux is right here. These are just greeblies. I did have to replace the screw in the CoverTech wheel, as the other one went way inside the inside diameter. When you open this, you're going to open it right here. Okay? So when you open this is how you will put in your chassis in here. As you can see right here, we've got contacts here for your switches, so that keys the direction that you put in your chassis. And you're not going to see it, but let me go ahead and do this. I would not suggest taking this out, but I mean, it can be taken out, but just be very careful. The piece that's on the end of this is resin printed. It's very thin because of the size of this hole. So if you hit it, it will probably break. As it sits in there, it's going to be just fine. So basically what we've got is a 3 ring connector that connects to your emitter up here. Otherwise, I had to get a regular size blade emitter or blade ring inside here, and it doesn't open anywhere but here. This does not come apart. So for ease of wiring, I went with this. So once you put this in very gently, just screw this in. Lots of threads here. I would just suggest leaving this part in and not bothering that. As you can see, this is a fingerprint magnet. You're going to want to have a nice cleaning cloth to wipe down your chrome when you're done using it. So let's take a look at the chassis that I designed. Here we go. He chose silver, and the one thing he wanted was hello there in Arbesh. It's got a Jedi logo here. Got a activation and an aux on the chassis. And I've got 2 10 pixel LED pixel strips on the sides. They are wired together, so they both mimic each other. Here's your 3-pin connector for your switches that connects in here, and in here you can see the pins that connect to the part I just showed you. That's about all there is. And you've got a Smuggler's Outpost 28mm dark side speaker in here, and spot for a 28 or a 18650 battery. And this is a Proffie 3.9, and you can get to your SD card just fine. Probably need some tweezers, but if you get tweezers around that, it'll just slide right out. And then when you just drop it on there, you can slide it right back in. So let's go ahead and put in a battery. And of course we have our kill switch right here.
Hello there.
You can see the pixels on both sides. And we can scroll through our fonts here with the aux button.
Kenobi.
And he had several Kenobi fonts that he wanted on here that he sent me.
General Kenobi. Anakin.
You got Anakin.
Lord Vader.
And there's quite a few, and we want all canon fonts on here. So let's go back to the beginning.
I've recalibrated the code, warning all surviving Jedi to stay away.
So when you put this in, you're going to be kind of gentle and line this notch up with your control box. Once that goes in, you're going to push it, and it'll kind of stop there, but it needs to go, and you see that lip there? It needs to go a little bit further. What's happening is it's getting up towards that piece up there. So just, there you go. That's all you need to do. Now you take this, and it's a little bit tight when it goes around that speaker, but once it's on, it'll spin just fine. Tighten that up. And this blade plug does not have a lot of shine through, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out for right now. you're going to need a hex, a 1.3 millimeter. It's a metric one, so if I have a spare, just a little L-shaped one, I'll throw that in your box. And this is your original blade plug, and it fits perfectly in there now. We've got a stock V4 Eco NeoPixel emitter. And let's go ahead and fire it up. So hit your activation button, and see it lights up.
Kenobi. Anakin. Lord
It's
Vader.
a different color here.
Ben Solo. Count Dooku.
Tell me, is this training?
My training.
You don't know what you're facing.
Always
You don't go
training
any
the
farther.
universe. No joy in this victory. We shall find.
Too many killed on both sides.
And like usual, I have this one turned down probably around, I don't know, 70% right now, just because it's kind of loud when I'm recording. Now, obviously, the neck saber, very short blade depth. I gave you as much as I could. It's a very thin blade hole or pixel holder there, but it is a very tight. This is a 1-inch blade, and it's a very tight entrance there. So getting that in there, you've got to be pretty kind of careful. Maybe I don't have this out all the way, but just work that in until it's up against the pins. Tighten it up. Now I do have this currently set for I believe a 36-inch blade. If you want it changed to a 32-inch, just let me know before I ship it, and I can update the config for it real quick. So let's go ahead and take a look with this short blade on here.
You are under arrest, my lord.
It's your Emperor. Speeder bike.
The Jedi Order fell a long time ago.
Ahsoka.
Always remember, your focus determines your reality.
Qui-Gon. I did also set this up for motion controls with just the twist on and off. So quick flip to the right. We'll turn it on or off.
I'm not certain Lady Ren is ready for that technique.
Some Hu Yang.
We are no Jedi.
Balin. You may not be able to see, that's a deep orange, not red. My phone doesn't really do a great job of showing what's actually there. Shin.
I knew I could count on you.
Kenobi. Kenobi. I can see him in my mind's eye. I am told it is the dark saber. I'd put that on ice if I were you.
Ninth sister.
Rey Skywalker.
Yogo to banta pudu.
Pod racing there.
I was taking her up for a test flight. Haven't been able to update the registration just yet.
large ventress. Kanan Jarrus.
Obi-Wan.
And we're back to the beginning. So, I don't know how much use of Proffie you have. So I'm going to go over a couple things real quick. With the blade off, if you hold the activation button and tap the aux button, you'll enter the volume menu.
Enter volume menu.
And I have your voice prompt set up to Obi-Wan as well. So if you turn to the right,
Maximum volume.
you'll get up to maximum volume. If you turn to left, you get
Minimum volume. Exiting volume menu.
just hit a button to exit. Now if you hold
Battery level 87%.
the opposite way, so you hit the aux button and then tap the power button, you'll get the battery. And now if you've got your blade going, and I believe it's power and then aux. No, that's force. So aux and power, you're into the color wheel. So you just twist.
Red. Orange red. Dark orange. Orange. Gold. Yellow. Green yellow.
I know my phone doesn't really pick up
Green.
these very well.
Aquamarine. Cyan. Deep sky blue. Dodger blue. Blue.
Just pick what you want, and then
Revert.
if you hit the power, it would save it. If you hit aux, it reverts back. And I will send a printout of these controls with this. But that is your 89 Sabers Obi Wan Episode 3. Just an absolutely beautiful saber. I will note that I don't know if this is the clamp card that came with it. It seems to be about almost 2 millimeters too long. But I stuck it on there. It's just stuck onto the switch tops with some double-sided tape. So it fits, but it seems like it's just a little too long for this card or this control box. So when you're done with it, all you do is unscrew it right here. Slide that off and gently pull it straight out, and really only need to come about that far, and you can flip your switch to off and you can slide it right back in, and then you can hang it on your wall for display while you're not using it. I'll put this back in and I will get this ready to ship. If you have any questions, anything you'd like changed, please let me know, and it's a pleasure working with you. Everyone, thank you for watching, and let's have a great day together.